Hey there guys, so I'm back for a super casual video. This is nothing fancy, nothing glamorous today. I had a massage today which was really nice, and I'm here with my scissoring robe, my cup of tea, and I have just finished the audiobook for Call Me By Your Name, which, as you might know, there's the cat, is also a movie now, and I wanted to read the book before I watched the movie, so I got it as an audiobook, and I absolutely loved it, but I think I would have preferred it, reading the book actually. Now what I've done for not this audiobook, but the one before that, is that I did like a private try chapter text. So I listened to the first 5 minutes of a couple of audiobooks and then just picked one. And the last time I did this, I did not record it, but today I thought we could try this. So today we're going to do the Try a Chapter Challenge audiobook edition. And yeah, I've been really enjoying this. So I have chosen 6 audiobooks that I want to get into today. I got my laptop here. I want to just tell you the 6 books right now. The first one is Dumplin' by Julie Murphy. I have listened to, what's the one she did last year? Ramona Blue. I've listened to Ramona Blue and really liked it. Then I have Emergency Contact, which just came out a couple of weeks ago, by Mary H.K. Troy. Then I have Simon vs. the Homo Sapiens Agenda by Becky Appertelli. And last year I listened to The Upside of Unrequited by her, and I really like that one as well. Then I have Autobiography by Christina Lauren. And The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas, which I am very sorry I have not read yet. I really want to. And then When Dimple Met Rishi by Sandhya Menon, however you say it. So I've got quite a good selection, I think, and I will start listening to Dumplin' first and let you know what I think. Okay, so that was the first 5 minutes I listened to from Dumplin', and I must say that I'm not in love with the narrator. I think I could get used to her. The name is Eileen Stevens, but for the first minutes I really struggled listening to her, and I don't think that the voices she does are quite that good, especially the male voices. So I'm not convinced really. Let's see whether we have got something better in stock. So next up is Emergency Contact, and I'm very interested because I don't know whether this is too cliche and boring for me or whether I could actually enjoy this. So we will see right now. Okay, I feel like the little snippet that we get doesn't really give like a lot of insight into the story. I do like the narrator a lot better. I think her voice is much clearer and I can follow her a lot better. But this is told from two people, so I guess a woman and a man, because it switches perspective in the book. So we only get a little sample from the woman's voice, so I don't know what the man would be like. But as I said, you don't really get a lot of story in this first little bit. It's just about her and her mother and how they kind of clash a little bit. I do like that this is set in college, so the protagonist is a little bit older. So I do like the concept and the idea, but I'm just not too sure whether this is my kind of book. So next up, I think I'm gonna listen to Simon vs. the Homo Sapiens Agenda, which is also the shortest book I have on this little thing right here, and it's only about 7 hours. Actually, I think I've listened to this before, but I'll just do it again. Okay, so I'm not quite sure whether I ever listened to the full part of this. The beginning definitely was familiar, but the end not so much. I do like this. I do like the narrator, but I don't know if this would be too similar to my last audiobook, because I really don't like that when two audiobooks in a row are very similar. And I feel like this could happen with this one, that you know, I compare them too much, just because it is again about a teenage boy falling for another boy, and I don't want to compare them because I think I would not do this book justice, because Call Me By Your Name is absolutely fantastic, but it's also not a young adult book. So I think that would be too similar. I have a similar feeling about autobiography, but I still wanted to give it a listen, and that is what I'm going to do next. Okay, I do like this. I had a little bit of an issue with the narrator at first, but within these 5 minutes I got used to it quite a bit. I think there's also two narrators for that one, even though I don't know what that means, if there's two perspectives, and if when there are, I don't know who the people are actually. But again, I do have that thought in my head that I might compare it to Call Me By Your Name, even though the theme is a little bit different because this is about Mormons and I don't know a lot about that, and that is very interesting to me, but also makes me question whether it wouldn't be better if I read this as a physical book. I'm not quite sure yet. So the next one I'm going to listen to is The Hate You Give.
My parents had two talks with me. One was the usual words of these. Well, I didn't really get the usual version. Mama, Lisa, is a registered nurse, and she told me what went where, and what didn't need to go here, there, or in, and where, so I'm wrong.
Okay, just a quick interruption. This is also the longest book on my list, but I have a feeling, guys.
Back then, I doubted anything was going anywhere anyway.
Okay, I'm starting to run out of battery and natural lighting, so I have to hurry up a little bit. But so far, The Hate You Give is definitely the best one I have had. Okay, so the lighting didn't get better, but I just had to phone my grandma because first my grandma called and then I had to phone the other one. But anyway, I was talking about The Hate You Give, and I really liked these first 5 minutes. I actually think that this might be the one that I choose. I absolutely love the narrator. I have listened to the first minute of this before, and I was really in love with the way she pronounces things and stuff like that. So this actually seems like a pretty good choice, but still I will listen to the first 5 minutes of When Dimple Met Rishi, because that's the whole theme of this video, that I'm going to listen to these all. So let's get started with that one. Okay, so this one I also really like. The narrator is really good. This also has two narrators, so I can only speak for the woman. I guess this is told from Rishi's perspective as well, because there is another name there. But so far it sounds really good, and I am actually quite interested in this story. But I think for now I'll have to give the first prize to The Hate You Give. So if I had to rank these 6 audiobooks, I think I would do Dumplin' on the last place for now, just because I did not feel the narrator, and I think I would maybe rather read the book than listen to it. I think on the 5th spot I would right now play Simon versus the Homo Sapiens Agenda. Why can't I say this fucking name? Okay. And then on 4th place I would probably put Emergency Contact, just because, as I said, I'm not quite sure about the story, if this is actually interesting to me. On 3rd place I would put Autobiography for this point in my life right now, just because I feel like I might do too much comparison to Call Me By Your Name. On the 2nd place I would put When Dimple Met Rishi. It sounds really fun, really cool, but I think this is more like a summer read, and right now the weather turned quite bad again. It won't stay that way, but for some reason The Hate You Give just really speaks to me right now. So since I already am kind of ashamed that I haven't read this yet, and the narrator sounds absolutely fantastic, I think I will choose The Hate You Give for now. So that is what I will purchase right now, and I'll probably talk about it in wrap up in a couple of weeks from now. And I hope you enjoyed this video, even though it's so casual and laid back, and there is the cat. If you did, leave a like or a nice comment. I always appreciate those. And if you subscribe, I will talk to you soon. Bye!
Mm-hmm.